The Will to Win by Burton Braley. If you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, work day and night for it. Give up your time and your peace and your sleep for it. If you only desire of it, makes you quite mad enough, never to tire of it, makes you hold all other things towardy and cheap for it.
If life seems all empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and you dream is about it, if gladly you'll sweat for it, fret for it, plan for it, lose all your terror of God or man for it, if you'll simply go after that thing that you want, with all your capacity, strength, and sagacity, faith, hope, and confidence, stern, pertinent a city.
If neither cold poverty, famished, and gaunt, nor sickness, nor pain of the body or the brain can turn you away from the thing that you want. If dogged and grim, you besiege and you beset it, you'll get it. By Burton Braley.
In the poem, The Will to Win, it talks a lot about determination and whether you can fight for your dreams or not. And my dream always was to win a state championship and a CIF championship in football at Centennial. And in my senior year, I was able to do that with my team. We went 14-2, were able to first ever Southern State Regional champions. And I was able to earn a scholarship to play at the University of San Diego. I remember as an 8th grader, I always wanted to push myself to be the best that I could be. I always wanted to play college football. It's always been my dream. And I realized my freshman year that I was going to have to work a lot harder than I ever thought I was going to. And each year I just gained more experience and realized what it was going to take to become that dream, and I always wanted it. So I pushed myself more than anyone else ever did. And it got me where I am today. I'm proud to say I'm going to become the University of San Diego Tar Heel.
In the poem, The Will to Win, it talks about how you need to be determined, and you just need to go out and you need to dream, and you need to just follow your dreams and just work for it. Me, just growing up, playing football and wrestling, it's a hard task coming into high school and doing both sports, especially at Centennial. When it's just a dominant in football and dominant in wrestling. It takes up a time. And coaches are fighting for me on time just to better myself in one sport. But me, just growing up, I always knew that I wanted to do both. But then as I got older in my senior year, I noticed that I got better at wrestling. I became a better wrestler. So I knew I needed to focus on wrestling after football. I knew I needed to get after it. I needed to work. So coming out of football season, being the first regional champions, I knew I needed to work harder if I wanted to become a 2-time CIF champion in wrestling. So I knew I had to work hard, and I just got after it every day. And you have to push yourself harder every day. You have to ask yourself, why do you want to work for it? And just coming out, and I knew I wanted to be one of the few and one of the rare people that have 4 rings, And I knew that if I worked for it, and I could achieve it. And at the end of my senior year, I'm one of the few and I'm one of the best, and I have 4 CIF champions rings.
The Will to Win. This is a poem about how hard you're willing to work in your work ethic and how much dedication you have, not just in school or sports, but in life. I think this poem applies to me. By my freshman year, I was a lengthy kid, being only 6'1", and I always had goals of becoming a Division I football player, and a lot of people doubted me, and that only made me work harder until what goals I wanted to achieve later in high school. And I always thought that maybe I could go to a smaller Division I school, but going to Oregon, I think it's exceeded my expectations by a tremendous amount. And I think that everyone doubting me, not really supporting me, just motivated me even more. And this also applied to me our junior year, we lost to Vista Marietta in the CIF finals. And coming back our senior year, I feel like we just were even more motivated to play them and to beat them. And so all season long, all we thought about was playing Vista Marietta and how hard it would be to, get back there. But, with my help, with my teammates and my coaches, we just dominated in everything we did in the school, running tennis courts, working out, practice. Everything we did was to the fullest extent and 120%. And, that really showed a lot of heart and a lot of dedication in our team, and that's the reason why we beat them the following year, my senior year, and beat also Narbonne. And so that just showed how much dedication and willingness we have to the game and to what we put our minds to we can achieve.